Hey, what's up, my nerds?
I'm Air Bear.
And I'm Chasen, and you're just in time for your weekly dose of nerd news.
Clink. Today is late Saturday, August 12th. The first week of school, and it's also a Dragon Con, so these videos are probably going to be getting later and later.
Right.
But anyhow.
Darker and darker, more weird lighting. Just trying to make it happen.
This is what happened this week.
Yes.
So to start things off, we're going to start off with event news, mainly the Disney Q3 or third quarter earnings announcement and some announcements that came out of that announcement. So Disney Plus has lost 300,000 subscribers. They said that as an exact number, but I'm sure it's around 300,000 subscribers. But the parks are still making a profit. And just keep that in mind, like in the reference of the writer's strike and all of that, Disney's probably losing a lot of money. So, and then there's going to be some other announcements later on that may
tie in
with that as well. So Bob Iger announced that Disney Plus may, in an effort to make more of a profit with Disney Plus, it may no longer be available in some countries outside the United States. Oh, actually, he didn't exactly say outside the United States. But I would imagine, being that Disney is housed in the United States, it would be countries outside the United States.
In the United States, yeah.
But he was just announcing that, like, some of them may have limited services, some of them may just remove Disney Plus at all, altogether. So, making some changes in order to make up some of the losses that they're having.
Makes sense.
Also, starting in 2024, the park reservation system, which was previously in place, so when you went to, during COVID, when you went, and right after COVID, when the parks reopened, when you went to Disney, you had to reserve which park you're going to. So you bought a ticket,
right.
And then in addition to that, you had to reserve which park you're going to so they could make sure that the park wasn't over capacity. Which I actually liked, because then I knew...
It was nice. It wasn't going to be terribly crowded.
Yeah. Yeah. But there were some drawbacks with it because of, from what I understood, it was the annual pass holders. They had, like, blackout dates, right. And they also had, like, dates they couldn't do that. And it also made it complicated with park hopping. That was an issue when you're park hopping, whether or not the new park is still available, if people have left out of it. So anyway.
And park hopping is going from one park
to another.
To another park.
Yeah. So the park reservation system will no longer be required for date-based tickets starting in some point in 2024.
Okay.
Also, Disney, in its Q3 earnings released a list of upcoming movies and shows and productions that will be coming out between September 2023 and June 2024. They mentioned that this is not the exhaustive list. I believe that's how you pronounce that word. I always see it, but I never know how to pronounce it. This is not the, like...
It's not an exhaustive list. Yeah,
yes.
That's the... Yeah.
And it could be subject to change.
Okay.
So, Ahsoka and Star Wars Acolyte are still on the list.
Okay.
But Skeleton Crew was missing from the list.
Once again, not exhaustive, but...
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, with the things I'm going to mention that were missing, it's kind of telling what's happening. So, Skeleton Crew was not listed on the list. Disney did not list Deadpool 3 on the list. Originally, it was set to come out, I think, May 2024. Which means that Deadpool 3 is probably being pushed back past June 2024. Or at least they anticipate that. And also just, we haven't mentioned Jonathan Majors in a while. But Jonathan Majors, who played Kang and Ant-Man, and was set up to be the main villain in the next phase 5 of the MCU, had some legal issues where he was accused of... some things. They're not great. and just was having legal issues, and he lost a couple of endorsements and things like that. Yeah, a couple of projects. And Disney has just been silent, because I've checked several times. Disney has been silent about what they were doing with Jonathan Majors. So Disney listed Jonathan Majors' project, Loki 2. They listed as still coming out. And Magazine Dreams, which is a movie that stars Jonathan Majors, and it's coming to theaters, and it's coming out December 8th. And that movie was listed by Disney, even though it doesn't seem like a Disney movie. It's PG-13, and it's about, I believe it's like a fighter pilot who's African American during time when there were not, that just wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
And so he's facing racial discrimination and prejudice and all of that, and coming up against that and showing that he's a bad cuss anyway. So anyway, Disney still released those two projects, which could be a sign that Disney may continue its relationship with Jonathan Majors, but also there hasn't been like an official
statement.
Well, not statement, more like he hasn't been charged with anything.
Yeah, I was just about to say that his trial is coming up. Well, I think he has been.
Well, I mean, I guess charged, but
it hasn't been.
Yes, so that's the word I'm looking for.
His trial has been moved to some date in September.
Okay.
I believe so. It seems like I'm not Disney or a spokesperson for Disney, but it seems like they might be waiting for the actual announcement on his innocence or guilt. Well, not necessarily innocence, because that's not how court systems work, but his guilty or not guilty. Which opinion of mine seems fair.
Yeah, to me too. Especially since he's going to be such an integral role in the movie.
Well, yes, there is that.
But also, an
allegation is not a declaration of guilt.
Yeah. And then, like, I feel like between what happened with this and what happened with Johnny Depp, and how Johnny Depp just seemed to get dropped from everything, it's kind of like a bad show from Disney. Like, as soon as our people get accused of anything, we're cutting ties completely.
Right.
And hopefully this holding on to Jonathan Majors until an official word is out kind of
sets a new precedent.
Yeah, sets a new precedent.
Because I'm sure
otherwise I would notice a pattern.
Yeah, and it's getting off topic a little bit, but it's not just Disney. It's sad, but it's like a recurring thing where an allegation is just as good as being declared guilty. Yeah. So and actually, speaking of Disney Q3, I'm actually going to move up this announcement about Disney.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and get it out the way. So according to Disney and Hulu are going to be increasing their prices as of October. So this will be the second price increase for Disney Plus within a year. So here we go. Looks like Disney Plus Premium will increase from $11 a month to $14 a month. And Hulu, without ads, is going to rise from $15 to $17.99 per month. And Disney Plus and Hulu standalone ad-supported tiers will stay at that same price of $8 per month. But yeah, more news coming out of Disney Q3.
Yeah. All right, so movie news. Starting off with trailers, because there are no announcements because all the writers are on strike. But there is a lot of news this week in spite of that.
There is. Yeah, surprising amount of news.
So, trailers. Lego Disney. Oh, that's you.
That is me.
My bad.
It's okay. It's okay. Still love you.
It's just getting darker.
It is. And the thunder and our camera is like plugged in to power, so this might cut out. That was lightning. Let's get through this. Lego Disney Princess. It looks like the, Lego Disney Princess, The Castle Quest. Lego.
You say Lego weird.
Lego.
Yeah, Lego.
Lego.
Okay.
Lego.
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 I more say Lego.
And I say Lego.
Yeah, you say it
I like to have fun with my Legos. Lego. I don't have any Legos. Anyway.
I do.
Here? At the house? You don't have any Legos here.
I don't.
Okay. was about to say, I would have stepped on them many times. Lego Disney Princess, The Castle Quest.
5 minutes later.
There's a trailer that's been released for this movie. And it's set in the, I guess, Legoverse, right? 5 princesses, 1 royal adventure, and you can stream it on Disney Plus August 18th, 2023.
We still need to see Lego Batman.
Yes.
But anyway, past movie news. So Studio Ghibli has come out with 3 fragrances, perfumes, that correspond to 3 of the movies. The first one is Maria Regal. It's a jasmine and pear blend with Kiki's Delivery Service sort of theming on the front of it.
I know who we need to get that for.
I don't know if she likes perfume.
Doesn't matter. She's getting it.
Okay. White Bouquet, which is based on Howl's movie Castle. That's the flowers that Howl grows in his secret garden. We saw that movie once. Don't remember A Secret Garden. And Classic Tea, which is from the movie Whisper of the Heart. They are $12 in Japan and only available through the store to Japan residents. And you can buy on eBay if you live outside of Japan for $50.
What?
Well, it's not $12 in Japan. It's 12, I guess, yen.
Okay.
I didn't look to see what
12 yen.
what that, or 12 Japanese
currency.
money.
I don't know if that would translate to $50.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't translate to $50. I think they're just marking up the price because of eBay.
12 is never mind. I'm basing this off of episodes of Seinfeld, which came out 30 years ago. Okay. So never mind.
So everything's different now.
If you know what episode of Seinfeld I'm talking about, leave a comment down below.
I don't even know.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
I'm not going to spoil it. Maybe we'll watch it. Still talking about trailers? No. Past movies. The Little Mermaid live action remake is coming to Disney Plus, and that's going to be coming after Labor Day, after DragonCon, on September 6th.
Okay. So Barbie has passed the 1 billion mark in the global box offices. It's now the highest grossing movie directed by a female, or directed by a woman, and that title was previously held by Patty Jenkins, or Wonder Woman. She's not Wonder Woman, but it was held by Wonder Woman, which was directed by Patty Jenkins in 2017. It's been in the top spot for the 3rd week in a row, which I didn't think it came out 3 weeks ago, but whatever.
That's crazy.
And maybe it wasn't in the top spot its first week. It had to have been.
Yeah.
Barbie has passed the $400 million mark in the U.S. and $500 million globally, faster than any other Warner Brothers property of all time, including Harry Potter.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. And I know when I was reading this article, it mentioned that this is for a movie that was solely directed by a woman.
Oh, yeah.
So there are others that were co-directed by, So, yeah. Okay, staying on the Barbie train, Sharknado. I know. Who else was not expecting that sentence? But I will finish it. Staying on the Barbie train, Sharknado is getting its 10th anniversary treatment with a 2-day event and a 4K remastered release in theaters. And they are celebrating with a Barbie-themed poster. Have you seen it?
I didn't see the whole thing. I just saw the font.
Yeah. It's it's cute. It's cute. I mean, it's Sharknado.
Is a shark eating a Barbie?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
I have a link.
All right.
You can click it.
Cool.
I guess after the video. But yeah, it's cute.
Spider-Man.
And those 2 days, if you want to go see the movie, it's going to be August.
That later. But go ahead.
Never mind. I don't want to steal your thunder. We have enough of that.
Yes. Trying to get
Please
through
continue.
this before the storm just takes us out. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse has changed. So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse released digitally.
Yes.
Not sure which platform or which platforms. And you could you could pay to rent it probably through several platforms. But Sony has changed the dialogue in the digital version of the movie.
Oh.
And it's several dialogues, not just one. Because originally I told you about one.
Yeah.
But also something that Miles Morales says, which is pretty, it's pretty important to his whole story. They took some of his line out.
Hey everybody, Editing Chasen here. So at this point in filming, it sounded like a lightning bolt struck right outside our house. I mean, probably didn't, but it sounded like that, scaring the bejeebies out of me and Love Bear. So yeah, we also lost power to the camera, but got it back a little bit after that. So that's what happened from here. I'll let you get back to nerd news. Well, despite my misgivings, we're going to continue doing this. That was a very loud thunderstrike. Or
I'm hoping
lightning
it still
strike.
has this first one saved. But
I
anyway.
imagine it does.
Okay.
What were you saying
Spider-Man
about Spider-Man?
Across the Spider-Verse has changed some of the dialogue.
Really?
And fans are upset.
They are.
TV announcements.
Bruce Lee is getting his own animated series created by Shannon Lee, his daughter, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So that is going to be coming in 2024. There's a trailer that's been released. No official release date. Well, no official release date that I've seen, and I didn't find where you could watch it. But like I said, you can take a look at that trailer. If you are a Bruce Lee fan, check it out. Or if you're a Naruto fan.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because one of the characters, a couple of the characters are based on Bruce Lee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Does that show up in the...
Honestly, when I was watching the trailer, I couldn't help but see.
Okay.
those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I Am Groot is getting a second season on Disney Plus. It has a trailer for the second season, and it's going to include 5 shorts of Groot exploring the universe and beyond while he's on board the Guardian spaceship. And he's going to be coming face to face or nose to nose with new and colorful creatures
Nice.
and environments.
Already
You
talked
already did
about
that.
that. Yep. Okay, here we go. Apparently, Twisted Metal is a pretty big success at Peacock.
Who knew?
I didn't. Not to say I don't want to watch it, but apparently it's the most binged comedy on Peacock, with the average account viewing 3 episodes at a time. So
Interesting.
yeah, good for them.
Yeah, that is good for them.
Oh,
All right.
That's still me.
Oh, trailer news.
John Wick, the prequel for John Wick, Continental Hotel. Oh, sorry, The Continental, based on the hotel. In any case, that gets its action-packed new trailer, which I haven't seen, which I probably shouldn't because I haven't seen the movies, even though I'm interested. But hey, if you're more of a risk taker, and you hadn't seen the movies, check it out. Or if you have seen the movies and you're a fan, check it out. That is going to premiere on September 22nd on Peacock. But like I said, the action-packed trailer already out.
So Ahsoka has a new trailer. Trick is the title of it. Yeah, new trailer.
Yeah.
It's still set to come out August 23rd.
Yes. All right, one more trailer. An official trailer for The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. That series is set to premiere on September 10th on AMC and AMC Plus. So take a look at that one if you're interested.
Event news.
Okay, Loki and McDonald's joining forces to dish out some special sauce. It seems like the sub-sour sauce may come out on August 14th. I'm saying seems like because some stuff got leaked. Not the sauce. I don't think the sauce actually leaked anywhere. But some images got leaked connecting the August 14th date to the sauce. Not sure how official it is. Now that I'm saying all this, I'm wondering, are these just rumors? Am I just spreading rumors around?
Well, there is a sauce.
There is a sauce. There were pictures of sauces, and it seems like there may be some more collaborations with McDonald's and Loki to look forward to down the line. So,
Visual effects artists at Marvel are joining together in order to form the first ever VFX or visual effects union. There's about 50 workers who are joining together in order to do this. They have seen what's been happening with the writer strike and the actor strike, and I think also that's putting pressure on them, making their jobs more insecure, making their jobs
less secure.
because of the actors leaving and them just kind of being up in the air with nothing to do. So wanting to form a union to kind of provide some protection for themselves.
For that, and because I read some into it as well, but they're also seeing the rights that their counterparts are fighting for, and they're wanting some of those same rights as well, as far as like minimum work weeks throughout the year, so they can have more stable income, and setting it up so that they're actual, I believe, like minimums as far as crew, number of crew, so it's not just one person with all of the load, and just some of the stuff, like we were just talking about Spider-Man and how visually beautiful that was, but hearing some of the stories as far as like behind the scenes and how labor intensive and short some of those due dates were, those deadlines, and the fact that some of the projects are all smushed together so they can't work on everything at once. It was really interesting to see, like, man, an industry that I guess didn't even exist so many years ago is still based on when it first came into the scene, much like the writers and actors are having to fight the new environment. They're having to do the same thing, but without a union. So, interested to see where that's going to go. More union news, but this talking about the writer's strike and the meeting that took place, I want to say it was last week or maybe earlier. In any case, a meeting took place between the writers and the Hollywood studios, but don't get your hopes up, no agreements have been reached. Apparently, they came to a stalemate with the main focus being on two issues that were really important to WGA, or the Writers Guild of America. Those two issues, if you're interested, I mean, even if you're not, I'm going to say it. Those two issues were establishing minimum staff levels in episodic TV and a minimum number of work weeks to guarantee employment. And I'm realizing what I said a couple of minutes ago
was about this.
Was about this.
Not about the other.
But still,
I was wondering.
The visual effects people, they want their own...
They want their own union.
They want their own union, okay? That's the takeaway. Hopefully you watch this whole thing so you can see the mistake I made and not tell your friends about it and look like an idiot like I did in front of all of you. But in any case, yeah, that was the sticking point for the Writers Guild Association, and the other side of the table, which is AMPTP. They basically said that, hey, that's not going to work for them.
Okay.
So yeah, but it looks like the glimmer of hope is that there hasn't been any word. Basically, the two parties are going to stay in communication, and they're going to take what they talked about at the table back to their constituents to see where they can move from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 75th Emmys is also being affected by the writer's strike. It was originally set to air September 18th, but it's been pushed back to January 15th of 2024. And just so that everybody knows, the Emmys are for excellence in television. So they're the television awards. Grammys, I think, are the music awards.
Yeah.
And Oscars are the movie awards. So
Sure.
Emmys.
And Tonys.
And Tonys are the Broadway musical. Oh, not
That
just
hip and happening scene.
Yeah, I don't think it's just musicals.
I don't know if it's just Broadway.
Whatever
Anyway.
that is.
Yeah. And whatever this just was. Okay. I will wrap this one up pretty quickly. But Sony, basically the writer's strike is impacting companies such as Sony. Sony has recently revised its movie sales forecast down by 3% based on the current situation with the writers and actors strike. So, yeah, it is having an impact, at least at Sony.
Johnny Hardwick, the voice actor for Dale Gribble on King of the Hill, has passed away. I don't watch King of the Hill.
I did. Quite a lot.
But he was set to reprise his role as Dale on the upcoming revival series. He was 64 years old when he passed away. And he also served as writer and story editor during the show's 13 seasons, and he appeared on all but one episode of the show.
I didn't know that.
Do you know
Yeah.
what one episode he didn't appear in? Well, I guess you said you didn't know that,
No, I didn't know that.
so you
but
wouldn't know.
which
one
episode would that have been? Hey, if you know, put it in the comments.
But don't look it up.
Don't look it up.
Like if you know.
Yeah. All right. Rest in peace, Rusty Shackelford. In gaming news.
Gaming news. Announcements. So on August 8th, I was trying to figure out because this previously happened.
Yeah.
On August 8th, Street Fighter released Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle gear that your characters can use in the game. So it includes titles, stamps, costumes, and something called emotes. I don't know what those are. I'm not hip enough to the game to know what that is.
I think it's like after you win, you can do like a dance or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Street Fighter?
I think in Street Fighter and in like Fortnite.
Yeah, I figured in Fortnite. I also didn't realize that all the stuff is available in Street Fighter. I guess maybe they're trying to make Street Fighter more like Fortnite, because it's definitely not getting more like Mortal Kombat. Speaking of which, there is a trailer. And, yeah.
Yes.
So, in more Ninja Turtle news, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle news, The Last Ronin has been announced as a game. There's also a teaser trailer. Really is just a tease.
It is. I wanted more, but I am glad that I got what I got.
I'm not entirely sure I even saw a turtle. There has been no release date announced yet, but it'll be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series XS.
Not sure what that means.
What, Xbox Series XS?
XS?
Yes, X/X. It always appears like that.
Yeah. All right.
We don't have an Xbox we don't have that.
No, we don't. It's sitting
I'm
over there
wondering if it's
broken.
an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S.
Ah, that makes sense.
Maybe.
I meant to say sense. I don't know what my mouth did.
The storm is here.
It
Love
is.
Bug.
All right, here we go. Lollipop Chainsaw Remake. For all you Lollipop fans out there, it has an official title, but it also has been delayed. So the original Lollipop Chainsaw was a video game that was a collaboration between game designer Goichi Suda and filmmaker James Gunn.
Oh, was that the thing that?
That was the
okay.
thing.
I already saw that.
Ah, okay. Thought it would be a surprise.
My bad.
It's okay, Big Bear. I was afraid that was going to happen, but that's okay. So the remake, its title is Lollipop Chainsaw Repop, has been pushed back to summer of 2024.
Do you know if James Gunn is involved in this?
He's
one?
not.
Okay.
He's not involved in this one, as far as I could tell. I mean, it actually said it, so no, he's not.
Neil Druckmann, head of Naughty Dog and also creator of Last of Us.
Co-creator, I believe, or was he creator?
I don't know. He's the only
Important
name
guy.
that I ever hear with, in association with The Last of Us.
Mhm.
He has confirmed on his Instagram that he is writing and directing a new unannounced game. And you know that what we're all hoping it will be. But it might not be.
Might not be.
Because they have announced several times that that is not the next thing that they're working on.
We just have to wait on Crash Bandicoot. So, it is what it is. Okay, so apparently at Gen Con, which is, I don't know if it's the largest.
It's a
but
convention.
a pretty
Well, it's not
large
the
gaming
largest.
convention.
It's in. I think the largest is Essen.
I meant largest in like the United
North
States.
America?
Yeah. Or North America.
But anyway,
But
it's a
Gen Con is
board
a
game
board gaming convention held in Indianapolis, and apparently $300,000 worth of trading cards were stolen. Yeah, not great. Apparently, the thieves, two of them, reportedly acquired a pallet jack while companies were setting up their booths, loaded up a pallet of trading cards, and just walked out. It's unclear which card, at least at the time of this article, is unclear which cards were taken. And unfortunately, trading card theft has become pretty common with cards being valued from hundreds of $1,000s to, I mean, most recently, the One Ring from Magic the Gathering valued at $2 million. So thieves are taking advantage.
Speaking of Magic the Gathering, it has joined forces with the Fallout franchise in order to create a themed commander deck I'm sure some Fallout fans or some Magic the Gathering fans know exactly what that means. It's set to launch March 2024. And there's going to be different factions from the game. Brotherhood of Steel, Super Mutants, Irradiated Monsters.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I do know a lot about, Disney Lorcana. I don't know a lot about the game, but Disney Lorcana, I know a lot about Disney.
Yeah.
As I look over at Disney stuff.
Oh.
Anyway. Disney Lorcana is a board game that's possibly going to be the most anticipated game of the year. Possibly the highest selling. At Gen Con, there were like lines every single day
For
going
hours.
out the door, around the building, just to get this game. Because they released it early at Gen Con. It's not set to come out until August 18th, but it is already selling some of its cards for hundreds of dollars, even though it hasn't been released yet.
Yeah. Officially released. Oh, and the theft didn't impact the Disney Lorcana release.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Disney Lorcana is a game similar to, I guess, like
Magic the
Pokemon,
Gathering.
Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. So it's a collectible card game
Yeah. Yep.
where you're going to be playing, I guess, your cards against somebody else's. I don't know how Pokemon Go works. I know how Pokemon Go works.
Yeah.
I don't know how Pokemon works. I have no idea what people do in that game.
Well, you know,
I would like some Disney cards.
it does seem really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem really
I
cool.
don't know how all these things are mine, but this one
I'm
should
gonna
be
take
yours.
this one. Yeah, here we go. My turn to talk. In gaming news, let's talk about trailers. Another great trailer. We love the trailers for Mortal
I
Kombat.
feel like they need to just make a movie, but not with live action. Make it
animated.
make it however they're making these trailers.
Yeah, because they are
'Cause,
compelling.
yeah, and I'm okay with watching that level of gore from a trailer. For
it's
some
CG.
reason, if it's CG, I can't watch it like when it's like an actual person.
Yeah.
That is too much
It's
for
troubling
me.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can do it that way, and I think that they should
Lean
make a
in on that.
movie.
Because it's good looking stuff.
It is.
Which is why we're announcing it. Because it just looks so darn good. Don't know who these characters are, but Mortal Kombat 1 has released an official Banished trailer, and I saw it. It's announcing 3 characters who I'm guessing were banished for various reasons from their tribes. Like I said, compelling stuff. It's cool. I was like, okay, I get it. Relatable. Now rip his spine out. But yes, it announced Havoc, Reptile, and Ashra.
So in past games,
Sorry. I was also supposed to mention that this was announced at EVO 2023, which is the world's largest gaming tournament in the world.
we should really practice this before we start recording. Anyway, Red Dead Redemption
Ain't nobody got time for that, though.
is going to be on PS4 and Nintendo Switch. It has not been announced that it'll be coming to PC. It was previously released on PS3 and Xbox 360. It's coming out digitally August 17th, and there will be physical copies for sale October 13th.
Chock full of all kinds of news. Well, let's talk about movie releases.
Movies coming out between today and August 18th.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't color these.
You
All
go
right.
first.
Cocaine Bear is coming to Amazon Prime August 15th, which I was confused by because it seemed like it was already available on Amazon Prime, but it was available for like $20 to rent.
Oh,
so I
it's
think maybe this is like it's available
Free,
on it.
just to stream.
Yeah, to stream.
That makes sense. And Sharknado, that 2-night event that I talked about earlier. What are those nights? It's August 15th and August 16th, and that's coming to theaters once again for its 10th anniversary.
War of the Worlds, the one that came out in 2005, is going to be coming to Paramount Plus on August 16th.
And Avatar, the 2009 release, is coming to Max on August 17th.
Blue Beetle is coming to theaters August 18th, and I thought it was already out, but I guess not.
Interesting. Well, The Monkey King is coming to Netflix on August 18th as well. I wonder if that's Son Goku, The Monkey King.
I don't know, but it's an animated movie,
Yeah.
and the monkey is a king, and he's very prideful.
Does he have a staff?
I think he has a staff.
Okay.
War of the Worlds, The Attack, the movie that came out in 2023. I think it was like a smaller movie because it.
Like more of an independent film?
Yeah, it had like more of an independent feel to it. And I was very interested in it. But anyway, it's coming to Hulu August 18th. The preview for it looked really good. It looked very similar. I mean, because it's all based on the same book. It looked similar to the other War of the Worlds, but it looked less Tom Cruise-ish. I think Tom Cruise was in that one.
He was.
Seemed like it was a group of teens during the War of the World attack.
Interesting. Maybe like just a different perspective.
Yeah.
Would be a cool plot. All right. Well, TV shows that are being released between today and next week Friday. Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead. Season 1 is premiering dubbed on Viz. You can watch that August 13th.
And My Dad the Bounty Hunter Season 2 is coming to Netflix August 17th. That was the show we started watching, and then we watched the first episode, and the first episode felt like a movie. And I was like, there's more of this? I've got to go on this emotional roller coaster with these children.
With these kids running around. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't handle it.
Don't touch that. Well, we made it through unscathed.
Hopefully there's like a part 1 to this.
To edit.
Yeah.
Because if not, sorry guys.
You only have half of the news.
Half of the news. But this has been your weekly dose of nerd news. Hey, if you liked it, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. We're always trying to read comments. I love reading comments when I can.
I don't.
She doesn't. I do. So thank you for leaving them. And if you were wondering, that's me replying. But thank you for watching. And hey, I'm Chasen.
I'm Air Bear.
We will see you next time for even more nerdiness.
Clink.
Maybe more. Don't quote me on that. We'll see you for an amount of nerdiness next week.